Whoops.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
From me, Leanne, and him,
Michael.
and him.
Meow.
Yes, here we are again, ready to code, hopefully, the weekly web dev challenge. It's quite a big challenge this week. I, against my better judgment, have decided that we will also do the CSS. I don't think we're going to finish this because it took me a while to do it.
Oh, well. Ooh, pass me the tea.
Oh, yes. There's your tea.
Is it?
But I suppose the thing is, we kind of need to do some of the CSS before we do the JS, or do you think you can do it?
No, I think you need to do the CSS to do the JS then.
Okay, let's get into it. Welcome.
Good stuff.
Yes. Hello, PPP, SLP. I never know if I'm actually saying that right, or is there another way of saying it? Let me know. Oh, Pear's here. And Alex?
Woohoo.
Yes.
Everyone is here.
Well, I don't know everyone. Yes. Okay. Shall we get started?
Yeah, let's roll.
I love enthusiasm, if nothing else. So this is the end result we want. So
Right.
I will do a little screenshot of that.
Okay.
And yeah, usually have it slightly to the side, don't I?
Mm-hmm. Beep, 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 beep.
So I hope you're going to enjoy this challenge, Michael. I know you love CSS.
Oh,
so
yeah. It's
try
my
to do
favorite.
as much as possible.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, totally. So my plan for this
Right.
is to, well, style up the nav. Well, first of all, I have to style up the card.
Yeah.
And then the nav.
Yeah.
And then we can work on the JS. Do you think that sounds good?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not worried about the JS at all but the CSS looks insurmountable.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But hopefully we'll get there. Hey, oh, look, some more people have come. Hello, Ineza. Hello, Alan. Hello, Dan. Thank you for coming. And M was he. Perfectly said. PPSLP. Okay, good. That's good to know. I no longer need to wonder. Okay, right. Let's get into it. I think I'm going to start. Well, we already have the font loaded in,
Mhm.
so that's good news. And having a quick look here in the HTML. So this is the nav.
Yeah.
I should mention, actually, a few people said that it was difficult to read the screen, so I've upgraded it. So we're now in 1080p. So I hope that makes it better.
Ooh.
You can see all my mistakes clearer. So anyway, this is the nav bar, and this is the rest of the card. So I'm going to style that up first, I think.
Okay.
For now, so it's not in the way, I think a good plan would be to have display none on nav. And actually, that is what we're going to want on page load, isn't it?
Yes.
We don't want the nav loading with the page. So I'll do that first off, and then get cracking with the styles. So with the container.
Cool.
So I can see I've got a background of, I guess that's light blue. I probably used a slightly custom color, but no time for that. I'm going to, I'll set a width on it. I don't think it matters hugely what we do. If I do 70% and a height of 100 VH, nothing's happening yet because my image is enormous. I'll also do a max width of about 800 because we don't want it stretching indefinitely. For those people that have huge wraparound screens, you know, you need to keep a lid on those people. I'm surprised you're not one of those people, actually.
No, but that's because I'm too cheap.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend like hundreds of pounds on the screen.
Good to know. Amrit says Scrimba content is awesome. Thank you. That's good to know. Oh, lots of people coming in. Thank you all for coming. I would love to read all your names, but if I did that, I wouldn't write my CSS. So maybe I should do that. Right, enough rambling. On with the show.
Judging by how in a rush you are, I would imagine there's a lot of CSS.
Well, yeah, there is. I'm going to put a display of flex on it because that's what I do with almost everything. And then a flex direction of column. That's a relief. That's actually looking halfway decent.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then we want it in the middle of the viewport. So the old trusty margin. I should have tested you on that one. Do you think you'd have known that?
No.
Margin.
No, I don't know why these things just still do not
resonate with you.
No, I still can't have it in my head. I don't know why.
I'm just moving this so I can have a separate section for my nav styles, just to make that a little bit easier.
Right.
So am I going to do anything else with this at the moment? Possibly not. I think what I'm going to do is style up the nav, then we can do the JS, and then I'll come back and tweak. For example, this arrow actually needs to be over there and whatnot. But I think there's more important things at the moment. Oh, Hello from Russia, Scrimba. Ooh. Hello from Wales. Let us know where you're tuning in from. It's always very interesting to hear. I've got Mr. DC, who's the biggest fan of Scrimba.
Oh.
I don't know. It says, I've been using Tailwind. Makes things way easier. You like Tailwind, don't you?
Well, I've heard a lot of good things about it, and people who like Tailwind tell me that it's not as horrible as plain CSS. So just by that virtue, I like it more. But I haven't used it at all.
Oh, there's a question from M. Wazim about Bootstrap. I know nothing about Bootstrap or little. If you do know the answer, feel free to drop the answer in the chat. And hello from Canada. And hello from India. Yes, okay, let's carry on. So yeah, I'm going to style up this nav. That's going to be my next move, I think. And to do that, I am first off going to give it the background color. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
And this is my all-time favorite color, hot pink. I don't know why. Ever since I've started coding, I was using hot pink for basically everything, including debugging. You know, when you change the color, most people use red or something to see what's going on. I've always used hot pink. I don't know why. It's just stuck with me. So that's what I'll do. The width of it, I don't want additive symbols. I don't know what that is. I reckon is going to be about 25%. Okay, obviously looking a bit of a mess at the moment, but hopefully position fixed. Okay, that's looking better. And Z index 1. It's already at the front, so we don't actually need it. But in case you were going to add other things onto your site later on, you probably need a Z index. And then I hope this is going to work. Let's try it. I think I need to put position absolute on, but let's give it a go. 15%. Oh no, I don't. Hallelujah. I wonder why not. Okay, well, that's fine.
It's probably its already in position.
And then it's always worrying when you don't really know why something works, but let's go with it. Height 100%.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, okay. Cool, nice.
It's looking like a nav, actually.
Yeah.
And, well, I guess for now, display none. And then over to you.
Well, you already have display none.
I have already, yeah.
Yeah, you already have display none.
Comment that bad boy.
Right.
Okay, I think now is a good time to get the JS in.
Oh, is it?
What do you reckon?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
I've got greetings from Miranda. I've got greetings from Turkey. I've got greetings from South Africa.
Wow.
And
oh,
hello, Leanne and Michael. And hello from Northern California.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Okay.
I love how specific. Yeah. Not Southern or Central.
So,
is there such a thing as Central California?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Don't see why not.
Yeah. Well, I would love some sun. But then we had it this afternoon. Pretty unusual. Anyway, Yeah, so with this, I guess what the whole thing is that we click on this arrow and then this pops up.
Correct.
And I guess because you're going to move this arrow to the right, we actually don't want to hide it or anything because it will just get overlaid with
Yeah.
a nav. So if I just practice, so really what we want is just do that, right?
Yeah.
That's it. So we just want to toggle this display none.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So literally the only thing we need to do is on click of that arrow, toggle this style, and then when we click on this arrow, we toggle it back. Cool. Okay. So
I mean, really, it would be nice if we could have a way, if you click off the nav bar, that also toggles it back. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start with the arrows. We've only got 49 minutes.
Yeah, interesting. So yeah, well, let's start with the arrows, and then we'll just iterate on that. So where is this arrow here? And that's that's probably this one, isn't it? Materials, icons, outlined, nav list item. Ooh, close menu.
No, that's the one in the nav bar.
Yeah.
So you need the one down here, the open menu one.
And I need the one that says open menu. So I guess I can't remember off the top of my head, but anyway, so let's go for const. What is it? Const.
Open arrow.
Yeah.
Equals.
Open arrow.
Oh.
Oop.
I'd have done it with camel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Never mind.
I'd have been right.
Yes. I don't know why I did that. That's quite unusual for me, but anyway. Open arrow, was it?
Document get element by ID.
Oh, nice. Although not by ID because I mean we can stick an ID on it. Why not?
Has it not got one?
No, I think that was a class name.
Okay.
So yeah, it has a class name, but I mean we can stick an ID on it.
I would go with that. For some reason, I don't know why, I don't really trust getting the elements by class name.
Well, they do say that for testing, you should really stick an ID, so then you can actually test this in an automated way. And also, you can kind of classes are for CSS and stuff, and I prefer to go for you either grab an element or you grab an element by ID. So then you kind of separate your JS from CSS.
Mm.
So if you want to refactor your CSS and then some class names don't make any sense anymore, you want to break your JS when you refactor it.
Yeah. Kevin Powell says you should use classes for all your styling. So that ties into that.
Yeah. And I actually forgot, what was that again?
Open menu.
Open menu. But I guess we can just call it open arrow.
Yeah. Maybe open nav. I suppose it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's one of those conversations about naming things that can just, you call it bike shedding.
Yeah, I guess. But I call it bike shedding if people disagree with me.
Yes.
Okay,
so we've grabbed our open arrow.
Yeah, so now I just want to just verify.
Yep, always good.
Yeah. So, there you go. Cool. So actually, cool. Okay, it works. Open arrow is there, and then basically what I want to do is I want to write a function. Well, actually, I won't write a function just yet. What I will do is open arrow. What is it like? Add event listener. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. I think it was click, and then
now a function.
Yeah, and I'll just call it toggle. So that's what it kind of does.
Seems sensible.
And then function toggle, and boop, 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 boop. And then I just want to verify that it actually works when I toggle it.
Yep.
Right, so if I click on that, ooh, that says toggled. Awesome. So why am I so surprised? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. So now it has actually been toggled.
Can I just
go on.
check something on here? Can I check it on here? Yes, I can. I'm checking if we are in. Yes, we are in 1080. We're in 1080 in the 21st century. Woohoo.
HD. Is it HD? I
don't
thought it
know.
was HD.
It's the only higher up option available.
Oh, someone says zoom. Like this? Probably. Oops. Let us know. If
Maybe
that's
they
enough
meant
zoom.
they're on Zoom.
I don't know.
In any case, yeah. Let us know.
If you're happy with Zoom, but if you're not happy, I mean, we can probably zoom in a little bit more.
Maybe we should.
See, maybe we should get one of those big curved screens.
Yeah, that'd be good. So, function toggle. So
Yeah.
we got to, I can't remember what the syntax is. You have to.
I think you basically want to grab. Well, I guess you do want to grab a style, and then toggle the nav, toggle display none. So, can't remember now. Toggle display JavaScript. Display none. Oh, there we go. Toggle class display none JavaScript. And it basically says
Oh
that.
God, that's jQuery.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, so you basically have. Yeah, okay. So there we go. So index.html. Where is that nav? It's here. Oh, okay. And it's got an ID nav as well. So, oops. So what I can do is basically I'll just const nav, same thing, document, get element by ID, nav, and then all I need to do is just basically nav dot. No, I think it's like style. What did it say over there? It said your style display. I have a feeling like you can probably. Okay. So I think you can.
No, there's definitely a better way of doing that.
That's a JavaScript. ES6 toggle. How should I hide?
That's
Okay, that looks better.
Yeah, that's what we want. But we want it to say
Display none.
no. We want it to say flex because it's none by default. I think we want flex. We want flex or block.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I think you can actually toggle it. So like, let's see, mouse doesn't work.
Oh no, has it run out of battery? That would be
I hope not.
disastrous, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so I think you can actually just do this lm class list toggle.
Oh really? I knew you could do that in jQuery.
Yeah, so
Who wants that?
but then you toggle a class name. So if I just say class name toggle, and the class name basically what that we want to do is, so instead of having this display,
I think there is one in there
Do
that
I
we
want
can
to?
use. Actually, maybe there's not. There's not. I think we should make one.
right?
What we should do is, let's have a class called active.
Cool.
I'm going to do it with display block for now. I might change that a bit later. And then this.
Yeah. You can actually now go for
What that?
Yeah. And then
What just?
I think so. I think so, maybe.
Class name not toggle. It's not a function.
Have a look at that. Have I actually written it properly? Class list, not class name.
Oh, yeah.
So nav class list.
I thought that looked wrong. Wasn't going to say anything.
There we go.
Woo!
Cool. And so now when you click on, so now when you click on here, it doesn't work. But when you click on this, it also doesn't work.
It did work.
Well, no, when you click on
no,
the
'cause
close
you
arrow,
have to click
so
on
you
the
have to
arrow,
click
yeah.
only on this arrow. So the only thing that we also still need to do is, where's the close arrow?
No, Ineza says nav is an ID. Yeah, it does also have a class called nav though, which was already in there.
Yeah.
So.
And there is a nav
okay.
ID. So what we have here is arrow open nav div ID, and then we basically have two icons. Okay, so we can just.
See, look, Alan says this is what I had in mind. Style.display equals block.
Yeah, I can't. Well, you can do that, but the issue with that is that you have to write two functions instead of one. So you have to write one function that says style display block, and then you have to write another function that goes style display none when you want to turn it off, and you have to invoke different ones. So when instead you write just this class list toggle active, and you have only one function to wire up both. So basically.
Yeah, no faffing around with conditionals and all the rest of it. Oh yes, ding 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 ding! I need a bell noise.
Awful.
Is it okay? It's just going to have to be this. We've got 40 viewers.
Right. Okay. I was like,
No,
what happened? What's going on?
On the New York Stock Exchange, when they ring that bell when something happens, I don't know what. It's like that.
Okay, cool. So, and then close arrow.
Ineza says, is class list toggle used on IDs? No, I don't think so. But we also have a, what am I saying? We also have a class.
Class nav, ID nav.
Which is also called nav. So that's why it's working, I think. Michael says, toggling classes is more performant than changing inline styles, is it not?
Maybe. I
heard something today that every DOM change has a cost. So I don't know.
I don't really like getting involved in like performance questions because like.
Okay, we won't. Let's carry on.
You have to have really big app where this kind of would make any difference.
So not a llama trekking one-page card.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's mostly like, is it more comfortable for me personally to work with it?
And that's what matters.
Yeah.
Not the user experience or anything.
Well, no, user experience would be exactly the same, right?
Developer experience.
Yeah, that's right.
It's an interesting point.
Yeah, and you obviously, before you say that something is more performant than something else, you kind of need to measure it. So basically, you need to write a test that, quantifies time, how much it takes, how much the update takes, and then you say, oh, okay, you know what? I've run these benchmarks, and they actually work out as being quicker than the others. But I've never seen anything like that. So
separation of concerns. Yeah, that's right. Now you're grabbing the old close arrow.
Oh yeah, we actually wanted to probably should call it close nav. So that's why I'm probably going to go back to this and call it close nav just to be consistent. The other one is called open nav, close nav. Basically, the only thing I want to do is do the same thing. Add another event listener for a toggle function and. And that's it. So that should kind of do it. There we go. And that closes it. So I guess we can add an event listener to. So there was, you basically said like, what if we want to click off? And it looks like this is quite a large.
I hate to break it to you, but we don't actually want it to close if we hit the back arrow, do we? So that's a bit weird.
Why not? When you hit this arrow?
Actually, it's not going to matter because that arrow is going to be behind the nav.
Well, this arrow, yeah. Well, this
not
arrow,
that one. That one, yeah.
This one, yeah. This arrow would be behind it. So I guess the only thing that's left is when we click this and click off.
Tej says better to use ARIA attribute for targets.
What's that about?
I'm not sure what that means. I mean, like an ARIA label. I know. I just know. Ooh. Add an event listener to the document. Yes. And check the event target is not the nav. Oh,
That's right.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good plan. Let's do that then. So it's called container, I think. That's what we want. Yes, let's do that. We could get into a discussion about do we want if we click outside the container, but I think for the sake of my sanity, we'll just stick in this. Yeah.
Well, you don't want to stick a toggle on the document.
No. Const.
Well, have a look.
Container.
Yeah.
Equals. The element by ID. Does it have an ID?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Great news. Container.
Yeah.
And then I guess, actually, no, here, basically copying that. You reckon?
We'll go for it. Go for it first.
You know it's wrong, but you're going to watch me fail anyway.
I know. I think it's a learning experience.
Close. I think we should make another function.
Ah, nice.
Close.
Nice. Because, yeah, if you toggle, you basically click on it and it opens the nav, and you click on the document again and it closes the nav.
So actually, I think these should be grouped like this.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's fine.
And then I copy this function. Close.
Yeah.
Right, nav dot. So now we do need another class, don't we?
Yeah, so class list, instead of toggle, you have a function name. I think it's called remove. Yeah.
Remove.
Yeah.
Active. Let's give that a go. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Oh, no.
What's gone on?
Oh, I think every time you click. Okay, every time you click on your.
So yeah, we haven't done what we just said we were going to do, which is to check if it's not the open arrow.
Okay.
So, got any ideas? If that's a good start.
Well, So I wonder how you would grab that. So basically, your close will need to have. You'll pass it in event.
What?
So what you're doing here is when you click an event, your close function receives an event. So I think what you need to do is you need to pass it an event here, and let's just console log and see what's up. Just like that. Yeah. See? So you have a mouse event. So what we want now is to see what the target of that is. When you click here, it's a paragraph. When you click here, it's an H1. When you click here, it's spam materials icons. And
okay, so if we copy that and when we do if event.target is not equal to what that ID is,
right,
then it closes.
Right.
Otherwise, it toggles. As Ineza says, it's being caused by line 13. Indeed.
Yeah, kind of in a way, yeah. So if...
I think it is being...
Well, it's caused that by the fact that we're not checking the correct target in our close event.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And then basically what we want to do is event.target.
Michael Shield says, event.target class list contains.
Yeah. I wanted to say equals this, probably. I want to say class list because, again, why I don't like relying on class names in JavaScript is when you're refactoring your CSS, you change your class names, your JavaScript breaks. So it's better if you...
Michael, I think you're over-optimizing.
Maybe.
Let's just get the job done.
Why are you panicking? You still have another half an hour to go.
There's a lot of CSS in there, Michael.
Really?
Well, maybe not that much.
Okay. Well, let's...
Look, not event target class list contains. I think we should go with that.
Yes.
Pumpkin thinks so too. From his windowsill vantage point. Alex is crying with laughter. That might be working. It's just off screen.
All right.
Hopefully. I hope
No,
so.
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Because it's still... If...
You know, when I made it, my original one, it was a lot simpler than this, Michael. I think we should have stuck with my idea.
Well, no, we've already implemented your idea.
We haven't.
We have.
I was going to do, in where you've done toggle, I was going to do an if statement. And if the nav has display block, then you put display none.
Yeah.
Else, vice versa.
And does that work with when you click off on the document?
No, not yet.
Well, yeah. So we have implemented...
But I think we could do a similar thing.
I don't understand.
Okay, well, let's crack on.
Yeah. Anyway, you watch me kind of like relearn the UI work as well. What was that? Oh yeah. Well, let's say like remove. Trying to debug this. Does that actually have worked? Oh no. So we're still logging this, but that obviously didn't work. Huh. Container event adding the close. We do get, but then class list contains. Oh, I wonder if that actually. Okay. So let me actually see what's the value of this boolean. Is it actually true? I wonder if that's because of... Okay, that's true. And okay, and that does remove. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to do the opposite of that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do the opposite of that. Right, cool.
Missing bang.
There we go.
That
yeah.
was the problem. Wait.
Okay. No, clean up console logs. Don't leave console logs in your code. Okay, and that kind of... And when I click on this, it doesn't open. Okay, there you go. Over to you for CSS.
Woo, hallelujah. Thank you, chat, for your help.
Woo.
We couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, not event. Yeah, Boolean logic always scares me.
Yeah. Is that exclamation mark?
Yeah.
Anyway, what am I doing? So we need to go and style the nav. So first up, so I can actually see what's going on, going to do that. Just opening up my screenshot. I'm going to put this on my other screen so I can kind of vaguely see what I'm doing. Yeah. What to do next? I reckon we need to...
Move the arrow.
Move the arrow, you think? I'm going to close the console for now. Which arrow? Both arrows?
You really... no, I think you only need to move the left arrow.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's do that. It has a class called Open Menu. So I'm going to target that. I'm going to do, this is one of my favorite things to do. I hope it's going to work live.
Right.
Margin left. Auto. Yes. Woohoo! Kevin Powell gets really excited about stuff like that. So do I.
I didn't get you
Michael
CSS
doesn't.
people.
Michael doesn't get it, but that's fine. And then a bit of padding, I guess. Padding 1M. Well, maybe not on the top. Not 1M. 0.5M. 0.5. There we go. I reckon that's good.
Okay.
For now. And actually, I reckon the container could do with some padding. 1M. I should have put that on first because now that's affected my arrow. Okay. I think now the nav bar, we can go back to styling that because what's driving me kind of nuts is on the
list
items.
bullet points.
I do list style type, I think it is. None.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And then the links.
Whoa, hang on. What does that mean? More than what? More than A? How is a list item more than an anchor tag?
It's not more than it when you use it in a CSS context. This, I don't know what the name of it is. More than symbol.
So it is a more than. Yeah,
denotes any links which are inside list items.
Oh, so it's like applying this to children.
Yeah.
Oh,
links
okay.
which are children of the list items.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Alex is saying M's is linked to the font size right, so normally 16 pixels unless the user changed the settings in Chrome. I don't know if that's M's or if that's REM's.
I think it is. I think both of them are linked.
No, REM's is a root element, so that's linked to.
Oh, I see, to the root size that you've defined.
Basically, yeah.
And M is linked to whatever the user's defined in the settings.
Michael's cleared it up here. The other Michael.
Yeah,
M is relative to the font size of the parent element, I think. Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's annoying me now.
Yeah. That actually rings some bell now. Because, I have, despite what people think that I hate CSS, I have actually tried to learn it. So I have remembered some, pop quiz
this clears
information.
it up. M is relative to the font size of its direct or nearest parent. REM is only relative to the HTML root font size.
Right.
Yeah.
So I remember there was an exercise somewhere in Scrimba where you have lots of different nested elements and you use M's to kind of illustrate how they depend on each other.
Oh, yeah. I'm just adding text decoration, none, to my links because you don't want those underlines. And I think color should be black. And now I actually, on the list items, I think they could do with a little bit of padding. 0.5 M's. That seems like a lot, doesn't it? I'm not really sure where that gap's coming from, so I'm going to get the old dev tools out.
What gap?
This big gap here.
Oh, I see.
On the ool, as I like to call it.
Ool.
Margin 0. That hasn't helped. Maybe it's not on the ool.
Oh, it looks like it, but I think it's something to do with margin. Oh, sorry.
Maybe it's the padding.
Yeah.
It is the padding. Why has it got that? Maybe it's a default. Probably it is. Okay, get rid of it. Awesome. Okay, cool. There's another gap up there, which is a bit annoying. I think that might be the padding of the nav. Nope. Margin. Oh, okay then. So we'll also have a margin of 0 on the UL. That's looking better, isn't it? Yeah. And now Midrak says, M and REM are responsive units. I've missed a bit of this discussion. But that sums it up. Yes, exactly. And then we need a hover state for the list items and actually a focus state for the people who are tabbing.
Yeah.
Oops. And that's going to be background color of, I don't know, light salmon. I love it.
I have to admit, this website starts looking more like Toys R Us department.
It's llama tracking. It's not meant to be serious, Michael. You know, llamas, they're not serious animals, are they? And cursor pointer, which isn't going to work because I have missed that. Now it will work. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Next up, I'm going to fix this gap up here. So to do that, get rid of this, figure out what the problem is. Looks like my H1 has got quite a big margin by default, as it always does. So get rid of that.
What do you look for?
Why is there still a big gap?
Between.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the div that contains our arrow is stretching the full width of the page.
Oh, I see. You're looking
that.
why llama tracking is not in line with an arrow pointing left.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So
right. That's because the div is too big.
Basically, yeah. Right. Open menu. That was it.
Yeah.
So now I think if we do, I thought I already did this, but maybe not. Width 3%. What's that done? There's not open menu. What's open menu?
I don't know.
It's open nav. Oh no, that's the ID. It is that.
Right.
So we've got, yeah.
Yeah, so open menu is the class for that div. Yeah.
Yeah. Width isn't working.
So here, when you have...
So this is what I do. Background color, hot pink. No, it is working.
So margin left is auto, but do you need to have it 0? Padding 0? Can you open that box model?
This?
Yeah. So you have a margin that...
Okay. Yeah. So this is where I think I need to do... Can I put my arrow in a span? It is in a span.
Yeah.
Eesh.
So now you just need to shove it right.
Yeah. Maybe give it a min width.
Didn't you do that with your nav down there?
Michael, don't confuse things.
I have a feeling like you've done it.
No, I might have done. Right. Yes. No, that's not the right thing to do. Left 0. Interesting. I'm going to stick with this for now. We'll take off hot pink. Actually, do you know what? I'm kind of worrying needlessly because that the original design actually was like that.
I see.
That was a waste of 5 minutes.
Well.
Oh well, clean it up and carry on. What should I work on next?
Isn't it done?
I don't think so.
Why? What's missing?
Well,
oh,
we
I
need
see.
a bigger gap here.
Yeah, kind of the font is also slightly different.
And here there's a massive gap. So I
see.
think we should fix that with a min height on the image. I'm going to go with. Get rid of this. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. What do you reckon? Let's see what 50% does. Stretches llamas. 40? Yeah, I actually think that's going to be okay because when we basically spread everything out with justify content space around. Oh, no, I don't want that. I want space between. The difference is whether or not we have space at the top and bottom as well as between the items. Well, clearly that's huge. So I think now if I take that off, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do center. I swear to God. Just had a small accident there with our light and our cat. That happens from time to time.
Yeah, he loves that. He's like, you don't need that.
Oh, look, I've got a... What you did was correct. You need to give the container... Ooh, really? Oh, have I not done that? Right. Position.
What was that again? You need to give the container position of relative.
Yeah.
So the arrow will be absolute.
Yeah.
Within the container.
What?
And now you want to move it right.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, pumpkin.
Smashing things. Is that right? Oh, yeah. But we don't want it quite on 0. We want it like maybe 8%.
Ooh, nice. Okay, wow.
Or left 0.
Have I actually understood this? Hang on, what? You give container position of relative. Position of relative on the container.
Mm-hmm.
A container uncloses the arrow. Is that right? Container is over an arrow.
The arrow is inside the container. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's what you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't think it's directly inside.
Ah, I see.
Oh, no, it actually is. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for helping me out.
Oh, nice one. Look, I even learned something.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm going to put in a margin below that H1.
Cool.
Auto. And then 2 M's. That's a bit much. 1 M's. I guess that should be 0.
Honestly, that's like, if you've ever seen a GIF of like a bloke on a bicycle, on a mountain bicycle, just going down these mountain trails, and they've got a kid behind them in like a little wheel, and like the guy does these amazing mountain bike trips, and the kid just sits there behind them, you know, just looking at it, and they do like all the spins and turns and stuff on a mountain trail. I feel like that kid right now.
Is that good?
I'm just like, someone does something, I have no clue what's going on. But it looks awesome, so fair enough.
Do it like this, does it? Margin, bottom. I don't think that wants to be as big as that.
Right.
I think 0.5. That's actually reduced it, so clearly it needs to be bigger than that because the default was bigger than what I'm already setting it on. Yeah. So what do you reckon, Michael? How have we done?
To be fair, I thought it was done like half an hour ago.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty good. And also,
Considering.
it's also pretty nice to know that you can actually align these things. Yeah, pretty good. Nice.
Yeah. Is there anything else we could do with the JS? What about, we've got 50, well, no, we've got 10
do
minutes.
anything.
We could do an animation.
Ooh, interesting. I've never done actually. I've literally never ever worked with animation. But
I can do it in CSS.
what you can you animate that arrow, for example? Actually, no. Can you?
Oh, no. Look, yeah, that's a good point. Oh, Ineza says we need to remember to toggle the opacity, which is totally true because when we open the nav bar, this should basically slightly grey out.
Oh, does it?
Oh, look, that's gone wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
How do you grey out in CSS? Once you do grey out in CSS, I can.
Well, that's
I
pretty
can just
easy.
add it in JavaScript.
Opacity 60%. That
Right.
is what we want.
So in that case, just grab that style and stick it into the...
So we need to make another style then, don't
Nah,
we?
just add it into active.
Oh, right. Really?
Oh, no, hang on.
No, see, this is where your solution falls down, because now you've made the nav bar inactive as well, and that's not what we want.
Well, you can actually go for... Well, you can toggle 2 classes if you want.
We're going to have to, aren't we?
But you can
that's going to
actually
be
add...
called inactive, I reckon, and that has that.
Okay. So
now we need to do it in the JS.
So you need to toggle it on the container. So I suppose you do need to add it to the container.
Yeah. So it would be this.
Yeah.
Container dot class list toggle inactive. Yeah.
Wow, I'm actually surprised it worked. Oh no, it didn't.
Why not?
Because when you click on it, when you click on the thing, when you click on the container with the navbar closed, further down. No?
What are you looking for? It
Like that.
does appear to be working.
No, but for some reason it has... You see, like, it has grayed it out.
Yeah.
And now it's done the opposite. You see when I click on it? Yeah.
So how did you do that?
So when you click, I feel like there is something in there. So I'll explain.
Oh look, we've got
Yeah,
track says active.body.
So you have
active body.
You have this open bar menu. So you have this div that is kind of... So when you click on this, that kind of works, but you still have this sensitive part of the CSS over here that this div is picking up your clicks. So when you click in this area, bollocks, that toggled it. So you see, or once you click on that edge, it actually picks it up. So we probably need to reduce this space. Why is that space even there?
Good question. Get your computed out. Guess it's that padding. We don't actually need that padding.
Yeah.
So
So once you remove that padding...
What's it on? ID open nav.
Yeah. Once you remove that padding, you won't have that sensitive area on which you can click and this bug to appear. So I think it's because you're adding padding on the left and on the right.
I'm not though.
With half an M?
Oh wait, maybe I'm just looking at the wrong one. It has a class of open menu. So
yeah.
It was that one.
Yeah, so I think that padding 0.5 M doesn't add it to both sides.
No, that's adding it to the bottom.
What? The bottom doesn't have anything. Okay, if you're...
Oh, but I was imagining for some reason that 0 was separate.
There's another 0.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's fine. So I need to do... We actually want it on the right, and then not on the bottom and not on the left.
Right.
So you reckon that's going to...
I think so.
Sort it out. Looks like it.
Well, kind of, yeah, because you see, if you refresh the page, yeah, you open it on this, you close it here, and it still remains. So what we need to do is we need to actually... It only toggles it if you click back on this arrow.
Mm-hmm. So we need to put it in our close.
But it doesn't close it. It doesn't toggle it back to normal once you click off.
See, I think we've used the entirely wrong approach here, Michael.
Maybe.
And I'll tell you why.
Go on.
This when I make the weekly web dev challenges, I always, well, not always actually, but I usually make a solution. So this is what I've come up with. Ignore the fact that the llamas are stretched. That's another issue. In the JS. Oh, hello, Pumpkin. Look, Michael, I'm not being funny, yeah, but this is my JS.
Yeah, but the thing is that that JavaScript doesn't work with clicking on the main container.
No, but I think you could make it so that it would, and it wouldn't be hugely complicated, don't you? You
will run still into the same issues. That's basically what we've done.
I don't think we would. Michael's facial expressions watching this are quite entertaining. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why everyone tells me that.
You need to toggle the class. Also, when you click the
Yeah, exactly.
I think
so all you need to do is just go to that JS and toggle it.
Okay, then. Why didn't we just do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
So that's what. In close event.
Yeah. You need to toggle that class.
So like this, basically. There. Yes? Whoops.
I think so. That's right.
So what was...
I don't know why...
No,
oh, no. Oh, okay. So you actually don't want to toggle it. You want to remove it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That appears to have fixed it. How ace is that?
There you go. Oh, I think your approach wouldn't work.
I didn't say it wouldn't work. I think it's overly complicated. I have got some news, which I find exciting. That's not what I wanted to do. Just
what's the exciting news?
I opened my own stream, so we're a stream within a stream. You know, last week we were talking about background blend mode that can merge.
Yes, I think
background images.
Oh yeah, that's right.
With other background images, or it can merge images with gradients and so on and so forth. I have made. I was going to share the link with you, but it's going live in 3 minutes. A video about background blend mode over on my YouTube channel. So you can go and check it out. Should you like, not to shamelessly plug or anything. Thank you for coming and helping us with our... my screen is stuck, I think. It's actually not. It's just that thingy was still open. Yeah.
I think we're not really sharing anything.
Yeah, thanks for coming and helping us all out with JS. That's exciting.
Oh, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Mudram Gupta. Are you that kid from Twitter? If you are, please share your Twitter account. I think that people should follow you because you're a really cool dude. So please link your.
If he's not, he's really gonna wonder what's going on. Oh, you've subscribed. Thank you.
That's nice. Cool. I'm your Twitter follower, so share it, and I think you've got some interesting stuff to say. So you it's like I think it's like Gen Z builder Twitter that I think is pretty cool to follow. It's really nice to see kids building in public and stuff. Oh, there you go. See, he says yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, there.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh.
There you go. So please do subscribe to the guy. He's really cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Feel free to share your Twitter in this chat. Michael says, what's your channel? The link's here. No, it's not.
It's over there.
Here.
Is it slightly further up in the chat?
You can't copy and paste it. How do you pin it?
Don't know.
Anyway, yeah, it's all about CSS mainly. I might branch out into other things, but just amusing things.
And Rust.
I doubt it. Amusing things about that I find with CSS. PPSLP says, thank you, L&M. Very helpful per usual. Well, really, it was you that helped us. The chat helped us to get this job done. What community teamwork.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And Pumpkin. Yes. He helps everyone.
Oh, thank you for subscribing, Inoza. Yes, Pumpkin is very helpful.
Oh, there you go. He's off.
We were we have a tradition in the Scrimba team on Friday afternoons. I keep meaning to get you to join this. We play this game called Scribbler. Scribbler.io.
Does it sound like I would like it?
Oh, that's not it. I think you would. Everyone likes it.
Okay.
Oh, this is it.
What time is
Scribble.
it?
Yeah, you're off the clock. I get it.
No, I'm saying no, not right now. I'm saying like normally, Untitled work when you play this.
Yes.
I see. Well, there you go.
Maybe you could take a late lunch break. But basically,
guess.
it's like Pictionary. You have to draw pictures, and then the other team, the other players, have to guess what you've drawn.
Yeah, I'll hate it.
Can't remember why.
I can't draw.
Oh,
okay?
yeah. I was doing this, and Pumpkin was walking up and down on my screen while I was trying to draw Romania, which was quite difficult to do. But
yeah,
you have to choose from 3 words.
I'll probably draw like castles and bears.
I did draw a castle.
There you go.
And I drew the Romanian flag, which I had to Google. Yes. So if you feel like playing, scribble, give it a go. And then Benjamin says you could animate the width of the sidebar to slide it in instead of animate the display property. Actually, some people have done animations in their solutions.
I think we should have like the next web dev challenge as a little, like some kind of animation challenge. That would be quite interesting.
Do you think?
Oh. Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I've been looking over like different animation libraries and stuff. There are obviously like really amazing animation libraries, like 3JS. Have you ever seen that?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Like some stuff that I've seen on their website, I'm like, wow, that looks amazing. Like when you look at some of the examples on the right side of that. No. Like this one. Look at that. Someone created.
I feel like my computer's going to blow up when this loads.
Look at that. Someone has created like
with CSS.
No, it's like JavaScript. JavaScript 3D rendering.
I actually want to be there.
You can actually turn it around.
That is so cool. You
can actually turn it around. Yeah, I know. How awesome is that?
Very nice.
It's like a little, I don't know, building block. So yeah.
Super cool. Yeah.
Super cool. So yeah, maybe we should kind of, obviously not that.
Yes, this is the next weekly web dev challenge.
Yeah, animate some.
Do you know, I bet some people could actually do it.
Yeah, probably.
And then Benjamin said we could also give the arrow a cursor pointer. Yes,
that's true.
Definitely.
Well, there you go. That's the last thing for today.
And then the closed one should have it as well.
It already has it.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of things we could do.
Yeah.
To tweak it. But yeah, those are the main things. Oh, check out Design Course, aka Gary Simon, I think, for 3JS. Yes. Sounds good. Tom Chance says, I love this game. Yeah. If you want to join the weekly web dev challenge and you haven't already, the link is here. So you get all the new challenges every week. And we'll be back. Well, I'll be back next Wednesday.
Yeah.
For a portfolio review with Molly May Gallagher.
Is it next week that we're off on holiday, or
are we? That's the first I've heard of it.
No, on Friday.
No, that's ages away.
That's all the way in May, isn't it? But that's next week. May is next week.
May is next week, but not that one.
Oh, okay. Not that one.
Yeah, portfolio review with Molly May Gallagher, and then Michael and I and Pumpkin will be back next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yes. How do we submit the weekly challenge? Instructions are in the challenge. So if you go to...
Oh, it's that tab.
Thank you. If you go to this challenge, the one that says latest challenge, and watch it, it will tell you what to do. But basically, you solve it and post the solution on Twitter with weekly web dev challenge hashtag.
Discord?
Oh, Discord. Yeah, we have a special channel for it. Okay, gonna wrap this up.
Oh, actually, before we do, share a link to our Discord. We just said go to Discord, but
yeah, that's true. Right. That'll do.
Yeah.
Here's our
There you go.
Discord server. Come
And
say
so you
hello.
can share it there.
Yes. Okay. Have a lovely weekend. Grab pumpkin.
Oh yeah.
Please come back next week. It's lovely having you. You help us a lot. I will see you soon.